After a month-long break for cup competitions, the Aviva Premiership was back. With shock defeats and a record-breaking 12-try match, round 7 brought league action back with a bang. Exeter came into their clash with Saints in third place, but travelling to Franklin's Gardens is never easy, even though the champions were missing a glut of international stars. The Chiefs were not overawed though by the task at hand. Luke Cowan-Dickey drove the ball over in only the second minute to give his side the lead. Stephen Myler notched a couple of penalties, but his wayward pass was snaffled by Thomas Waldrom. The former Tiger showing great stamina to evade the chasing pack and take it all the way to the try line. And there was more to come from the travelling side before half-time. Waldrom grabbing his 6th try of the season, the back rower proving one of the shrewdest signings of this campaign. The hosts showed resolve in the second half, clawing back 2 tries from Tom Stevenson and then Jamie Elliott. But it was not enough to overturn the Chiefs. Delight for the Southwest side, with Rob Baxter satisfied with 4 points.
If you get 3 tries up and you're away to Northampton and disappointed to not get a losing bonus point, you're probably getting things wrong a little bit. So I'm not going to be ruined missing bonus points. I'm going to be enjoying the fact we've got our first win here, and I'm going to make sure the players enjoy a good night and they celebrate something they haven't achieved before.
King's Home has proved a bogey ground for Quins down the years. Their last win in the league in Gloucester came in 1999. And ill discipline from the visitors handed Gloucester the initiative. This huge effort from Billy Twelvetrees, one of 4 successful penalties in the first half. However, the Londoners were on the scoreboard just before the half-hour mark. Nick Easter driving the ball over the line. The Gloucester defences were breached again in the second half. Luke Wallace this time emerged as the try scorer as the maul went all of 30 yards, capping a much tidier second half for the visitors. And with the Cherry and Whites bemoaning missed opportunities from the tee, Charlie Walker sealed victory for the Quins right in front of the shed. Irish travelled north to face Sales Sharks and notched a penalty in the very first minute to delight the travelling support. But that would prove a scant moment of celebration for the Exiles. Flanker David Seymour was on hand to grab the Sharks' first try in 10 minutes. Captain Dan Braid added a second and they made it 3 before the break. Referee Matt Carley awarding a penalty try and sent Luke Narroway to the bin to cap a dominant first half for the hosts. A second penalty try secured the bonus point, but Sale were not done there. Andy Forsyth coasting over for the 5th and final score, with Sharks very good value for their win. Disappointing results in cup competitions meant Bath were desperate for a return to winning ways against Falcons. With George Ford in action at Twickenham, it was left to Wales and Lions back Gavin Henson to fill the number 10 slot, and he got the host's first point with a well-taken drop goal. Mark Wilson was on hand to issue the visitors' response, touching down after a powerful maul. But 5 minutes later, it was Bath's turn to utilise the attacking maul. Captain Stuart Hooper finding his way over to reinstall the host's lead. Jonathan Joseph has been in lethal form in this campaign, and he added another try to his growing collection in the second half, to the delight of new boy Sam Burgess in the stands. The Falcons did muster a late score through Sonotti, but it was not enough to topple the West Countrymen. Sunday lunchtime served up a mouth-watering clash between league heavyweights Leicester and Saracens. The visitors put Tigers under early pressure at the set piece, a scrum penalty giving Charlie Hodgson the invitation to score the game's first points. The match would prove to be dominated by the kickers. Hodgson slotting this kick in the reins gives Sarries a 6-point half-time advantage. With a wet ball, penalties were being conceded on either side. And both kickers were looking metronomic from the tee. Owen Williams bringing Tigers within 3 with this effort. With the host trailing by 3 with 80 minutes played, Williams had the task of slotting a crucial kick to level the match. And the Welshman held his nerve and salvaged a draw for his side. If tries were lacking at Welford Road, they came in abundance in High Wycombe. It was Wasps' final Premiership outing at Adams Park, and they wasted little time in carving London Welsh open. Nathan Hughes trucking over almost from the first whistle. Unfortunately for Welsh, it was a taste of things to come. Despite their spirited efforts, they found it hard to contain Wasps' relentless attacks. This effort from Sayalosi Takithakimbal, the third of the afternoon for the hosts. And with the bonus point secured before the interval, Wasps showed no signs of abating. Elliot Daly set up Christian Wade for the opening score of the second half. And 5 minutes later, Ashley Johnson went over on his way to a superb hat-trick. Welsh were staring down the barrel of another huge defeat, but did show some resistance on the hour mark. Ben Pienaar, the try scorer, giving the Exiles a crumb of comfort from the afternoon. But the scores kept coming from Wasps. Wade claimed his hat-trick and Wasps' 11th try of the afternoon, marking their biggest ever Premiership victory. So Wasps' emphatic farewell to Adams Park sees them just outside the playoff spots in 5th. Welsh remain rooted to the foot of the table with just one try bonus point to show for their efforts. Saints stay top despite home defeat, while Chiefs join Saracens and Bath on 24 points. And Leicester remain in the lower reaches of the league despite claiming a last-second draw against Sarries. So, for all the latest Premiership action, subscribe to the official YouTube channel and log on to premiershiprugby.tv.